you could shoot down to Chicago if you want to. There's no shooting down anymore. There's always traffic. These fucking Uber drivers out there. That's all it is. It's a bunch of Uber drivers driving around waiting to fucking pick somebody up. And people go like, oh, well, if you just drove yourself, then you be the guy out there. It's like, yeah, but I don't have a guy out there just circling, like in a holding pattern in a car, waiting for me to go get some fucking Lysol.
Do you Uber a lot?
No.
I Uber all the fucking time. I Uber so much I get the same Uber driver who lives in a building near my house, and I just hit it, and he goes, hey, it's Glenn. I'll be there in 5. And I go, hey, Glenn. I mean, I know him so well.
That's why I don't like Ubers. They fucking start talking to you and shit.
Oh,
and then
I
they
talk
go,
to them.
you can have the option to say, don't talk to me. And then it's just like, oh, what? So then I get the cunt rating?
Wait, do you think people really go preference, do not speak to me?
No, they have that.
Oh, I would never hit that.
I don't hit it either. Then what I do is I just try to be real boring.
Yeah.
Hey, how was your night? It was great.
What do you do for a living? Abortion doctor.
A lot of people don't know there's still a library, a 24-hour library up and over there. That usually ends it. I'm starting to get the hang of this fucking cigar.
I'm starting to get it too. I've got a little bit of a head buzz from it.
I already do too. This might go a little sideways, people.
That last cigar, I got sick afterwards. It was so much tobacco.
Oh, it was a month's worth. You were fully committing though. You're like,
I'm going in my mouth. I had an Uber driver one time. I told him we were driving on the interstate. I said, hey, did you know it's convenience store and not convenience store? And he goes, yeah, that's crazy when you learn stuff like that. He goes, did you know they're called edibles? And I go, yeah, what did you think they were called? And he goes, eatables. I think there's a little different.
I love eatables. I'm gonna start saying that.
His whole life he thought they were called
you want to go have an eatable?
He's like, yeah, because you can eat them and they're eatable.
All right, I've told this story a zillion times, but it fits.
Okay.
One time, I was in Rome, right? One day with my wife, and we went to the Vatican to go take the tour of the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
So there's a way to, I don't know, we went through the whole fucking thing, and we're just sitting there, we come in and we're looking at it, whatever, and we're standing in the line. It took for fucking ever. So I say to my wife, I was going, you know, if I lived here, I'd open a bar across the street called the 17 Chapel. She goes, what? I go, the 17 Chapel. She goes, what? I don't know. 16 Chapel? 17 Chapel. It's like having the 19th hole.
Oh my God.
Bar thing. And she looked at me.
Oh my
like,
God.
oh my God, I'm breeding with this.
Oh
and she
my
goes,
God.
Bill, it's the Sistine Chapel. And then all I could say was this. I just go, no, it isn't. and then it was funny. Then I walked in, and I looked up, and I didn't even like it. It's not even that big. It's like the size of the side of this fucking thing. He milked it.
Oh.
It should have taken way less time. I'm telling you, they were paying him by the fucking hour.
And I'm in a bar called the 17.
No, I have a lot of those. I have a lot. Oh, Jesus, don't die on us, man.
No, I can imagine the room before it, you're like 15 and 16.
I thought it was the 16 Chapel.
Oh. Do you remember when we did the End of the World podcast?
Yep.
It was the night that Hillary and Trump were election.
Who won that?
It was Trump. And so I got an Uber that night, and I said to the guy, we're going to the Comedy Store. And he said, yeah. I said, what? He said, what for? I said, we're watching the election. And he goes, yeah. What's going on with that? And I was like, did you vote? And he was like, I'll probably get to it later this week. I go, yeah? And he was like, yeah, who's running anyway? And I was like, Hillary and Trump. And he was like, oh yeah, it's crazy, huh? And I go, where are you from? And he goes, Glendale. I go, no, like originally, like, because he had an accent. And he goes, Glendale. I go, you were born in Glendale? I don't think everyone should get a vote. I think they should, I was thinking of this the other day, they should tether people's social media accounts to background checks for firearms. Isn't that a good idea?
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that. You're scaring me, because
no.
I don't know what that logo means on that hat, but it's looking very Eastern European to me.
No, it's California.
What is that?
It's a bear.
That's not a bear.
It isn't?
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a bear.
It's a bear ripping through the California state flag.
Here's the deal. It should be a bear.
It is a bear.
It wants to be a bear. Can't get this part to light.
The outside?
I can tell you, this cigar's getting good though, huh? Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna go home and agree to something that I don't want to agree. I'm gonna be so high off this fucking tobacco.